Still with no word from D-Luke, the party continues to come to understand the surrounding areas of Mondstadt while adventuring in the forest. Around the city, a woman pulls them aside as she's trying to hunt a local boar. Her name is Xiangling. She reveals that she's a traveling cook from Lue Harbor, the capital of Lue, the nation of Geo, and the contracts. The pair helps her hunt local beasts to create some new species, but due to hunting the local species of the hunters of Springvale, a local village, are pretty pissed off, and so they decide to go apologize. There they meet with Draft, the head of the hunters there, explain the situation, but Draft takes this opportunity to try and get the group to promote his meat. He also asks them to promote his animal meat. Shangling is apparently well known for her work at a restaurant named John Min restaurant in Lua Harbor. John Lin declines to help Draft because Draft was telling her what to do, like Gordon Ramsay, which is not good. Shangling begins to follow a delicious scent. It's coming from the food being cooked by a chef named Brooke. They end up nerding about food and decide to actually have a cook-off. The traveler and Paimon helped Shangling with a collection of ingredients for the cook-off. During their search, they find a man in danger and help him. His name is Olaf, and he states that he was chasing a boar when he ran into a monster known as a Kryritzvine and frozen by it. Shangling decides she wants to eat the damn thing and use it in the cook-off, so the crew takes the Regis-vine down and they find a frozen boar. That's very cold. They take the meat and return to Springvale. There, through Olaf is clearly confused, and while speaking with Giraffe, realizes that he was also frozen for 300 years, like the boar. Olaf begins to grasp that all his family and friends are now gone, and that he'll never see his loved ones again. Oh fuck! We gotta cook off. Let's go there and leave Olaf. Traveler and Paimon thrust into the role of Shangling's assistant during the cook-off with the use of Shangling's passion and extinct boar, which should be illegal ingredient here. Let's just be honest. The power of cooking, the trio win and enjoys the food. Olaf continues to have an existential crisis, and Shangling promises us to see them again and cook for them in the future, continuing on her journey as a wandering chef. So that ends this chapter of The Wandering Cook. Next chapter, Tempest Fidget chapter, Troublesome Work. The pair decides to head to Mondstadt Library to learn more about the history of the location and this world when they happen upon Lisa, who's currently Mondstadt's most wanted girl because, she likes minors. Okay. Lisa suggests that the pair check out the book entitled The Fat Tavat Travel Guide, but it appears that someone borrowed the book and now it's overdue along with a few others. Lisa asks for the help in retrieving the overdue books, so the three go to pick up the books from the criminals. After picking up a few books, and after picking up a few of the books, an individual had stolen a book entitled The Pale Princess and the Six Pigeons, Volume 1. Since Lisa attaches a unique elemental marker on each book, the group is able to track it down to a ruin which leads to the group of an abyss mage hideout. In the mage itself, who stole the book of the mage, explains how the book hides a secret, but not what the secret is. After dealing with the mage and retrieving the book, Lisa lets the pair guide unravel the secrets, and the pair read the book. And while the pair and princess in the Six Pygmies book is cryptic, the Tavad travel guide is much easier to read it. It tells of the adventures of a woman named Alice with Mondstadt and her cataloging and discussing each of Mondstadt's surrounding areas. She also sounds pretty crazy and loves explosions. Okay, she must be real crazy. Prologue Act 3, Song of the Dragon and Freedom. The traveler and Paimon finally get word from Diluc, so they meet up with him, Venti and Jean, at the Dawn Winery. Venti explains that he's the weakest Archon amongst the seven, and that he currently exists because he's been away for so long, and that he wishes for Mondstadt to be a free nation without a ruler. The group finally tracks down the Abyss Mage and defeats it. Doing so restores the connection between Venti and Devalin, and with this connection restored, Venti is able to get the group into the Storm Terror's lair, a ruin of a past city that was mentioned in the Teyvat travel guide as Old Mondstadt. The plan is to have the traveler purify the Valen just like how they purified the Tears. The group infiltrates the ruins and makes it to the top of the tower, where a decrepit ruin guard lies, seemingly inactive, so it currently poses no risk. Venti promises to infuse the traveler with the same energy that he had done when Devalin attacked the city, revealing that he was the mysterious voice when the pair heard the full light for Devalin's freedom from the Abyss Order and manages to bring him back to his senses. Um, okay. So the place is gonna collapse. The group falls down on the ground, but they land safely, I hope. It's Devalin, and he saves everyone of the group. So he's come back to his senses. Venti remembers how they have flown together like this. He says that it's been a while since they have been like this. So why did he protect me? Venti realizes that freedom, if demanded of someone like an Archon, is no freedom at all. So that's what he wants to give Devalin. And he gives him the power of an Animarchon. But Devalin says that he's no longer part of the Four Winds, even when they protected him. Regardless, now he should spread his wings of freedom and go with the Animarchon Barbados blessings. And so the Storm Terror threat was quelled, and and Jean clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they're safe to them. It seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing. However, winds change their courses someday. They will blow towards a brighter future. The next day, while back in the city, Amber explains to the pair that while they were all off dealing with the Devalin problem, monsters had made a coordinated effort on the city, which it seems was the doings of the Abyss Order. Amber has been making preparations for a particular event like this, though, as she had been noticing the Hilichurl camps getting closer and closer to the city. So they were actually able to quell the threat. Amber invites the party to a meal, and while waiting for her, they came across Kaya. Kaya explains that while the others, like Amber, were outside dealing with the monster threats, he was inside the city because he knew there must have been a larger plot at hand. He held off the Abyss mages that had infiltrated the city and managed to get the intel out of them that the Abyss Order has a single leader who was the one who plotted everything with regards to the Valen corruption. The leader is referred to as royalty. While sitting down eating a meal with Amber, it's decided that the pair must leave Mondstadt as soon as possible. They find traces of the traveler's missing siblings here in Mondstadt. The parent then meets up with Jean, who asks them to head to the cathedral. The pair meets Barbara, the deaconess of the church, who wishes to retrieve the holy lyre from them, but obviously it's all busted, and Barbara shits her pants. From seeing it, Benti fixes the lyre, and the group rushes out of there nowhere. Faster than I can finish the sentence, they are attacked by some Abyss agents. Maybe it's a Fatui agent. Okay. At last, they face a mysterious woman from the Fatui, and she freezes Fenty's legs. Her name is Senora, and she is one of the Fatui's harbingers, the eighth of the 11 harbingers. She mocks at the low life Venti and slaps him. Venti tries to show off his power, but he's no match against Senora. Senora gives him a finishing blow in one blow and takes a thing from him called a gnosis. Fancy goes on to say poetic stuff and gets beaten up while Traveler looks at him helplessly. Oh, whoa, Traveler got some stuff there. Okay. Senora leaves them alone and goes away with the gnosis from Fenty. That's the end of the chapter.